Howdy, folks. Is Vile Mike here? What do I hear in the background? Is that you, Elihu?
Yes, I just got a notification you went live.
Oh, wow. On time. Amazing.
I know, I was weird.
Steve Sporty Balls, he's a regular on Chris's live streams, which is tonight as well. I got a notification for his live stream yesterday, like 45 minutes into when it started.
Oh my god.
And I'm just like, God damn it.
Well, Anto had his OCC show on Monday, and I know what time it was starting, and I didn't get the notification that the show started until after it ended.
All right.
See,
Like,
so
thanks for went live.
I just know when people have shows, and I either go or I don't go.
Yeah, sometimes I forget. That's why I like notifications. I have a bad memory. I'm like,
yeah, the thing is, I specifically hit the bell, and I had it for, all live notifications, and it still just doesn't give them to me on time.
Okay, what's that?
Notifications are not showing up on my YouTube at all. I'm not getting any of your notifications.
Yeah, if you haven't already, make sure that you've got the bell and that one selected for all notifications or for all live notifications.
For 5 years now, yeah. Okay.
So, but yeah, even then, I get so few notifications from YouTube from content creators I interact with often enough. I mean, I get like Lore Reloaded, I get all his notifications, but I'm also a mod on his channel.
Right.
But I'm also a mod on Trek Yards, but I haven't got a Trek Yards notification in months. So it's just, I don't know what's going on. I don't know, why YouTube's algorithm works the way it does.
I think they've always had issues with notifications.
They have. They have. A lot of creators thought they were being dropped, and a lot of creators were losing subs. But that was the main problem, was the notification.
Now, I'm not getting, I'm not going to go too much into it. I'm a small YouTube creator. I can understand why, they're not going to focus on me. So I'm not going to complain too much about it, at least when it comes to me. But when it comes to larger creators, I should be getting the damn notifications.
Absolutely, especially since we all hit the bell button, right? I mean, I hit the bell button for you, so I should have gotten all of your notifications. I haven't gotten any from you all week.
I can't be getting notified of shit all the time. I mean, if I'm at work or something, or I can't be getting notified, so I just don't do notifications.
All right, so
on mute, vibrate.
The two major topics I had, and we're gonna do one of them first, because not everyone is familiar with it, was to talk about the new Odyssey movie, which we'll talk about later, and this was AVP's suggestion. Basically going over Sam Neill, talking about our favorite movies and roles that he played, because the more I look into this guy, the more awesome he actually was.
He played comedy, serious, drama roles. Yeah, he was versatile.
He was a great character actor, and he was a great lead in a couple of movies. Absolutely.
So, what is, like, outside of Jurassic Park? Because even I had to use the image of Dr. Alan Grant on my thumbnail. But other than Dr. Alan Grant, what other roles do you most remember him from?
Event Horizon.
Yeah, I knew that.
Dr. Weir.
That's got to be number 2.
Dr. Weir. Yeah. Let's see. I know he was in the Mouth of Madness. What else was he in?
Well, he was in.
I think he was in The King's Speech.
He was in a TV series that I watched back in 2012 that I really liked. That got canceled, and again, a big reason why I do not like watching TV shows until they're done is he was in a show called Alcatraz, and I thought it was really kind of cool. I think if I remember right, so it did have a very I guess kind of a weird plot line and device going on in the TV series where basically old Alcatraz inmates were getting, if I remember right, it's been a while since I've even thought about it. I think they were getting time traveled to the future, and he was a young, if I remember right, he was a young prison guard at Alcatraz when this was happening, or when this weird stuff started happening. And he figures it out, and so he comes back later on as an older person who is played by Sam Neill to track these people down or something like that. I don't know. It is a cool concept. I like the show. It got canceled, whatever. But he was.
I never heard of it.
I think probably one of my favorites, if anyone's seen this movie, Hunt for the Wilder People. That is such a freaking amazing movie.
I have not seen that, but since his passing, I have heard so many good things about that film. Now it's like it's now on my list of things to watch.
You absolutely should see it. Somebody recommended it to me years ago, and I think it was on Netflix or something. So I watched it, and I was like, "Holy shit, that was such a good movie."
Okay, I live in San Francisco. I never heard of this show. What the hell?
Have you guys ever seen? Have you ever watched Merlin? The
yes,
sci-fi?
Merlin was one of the ones I was going to bring up because that was a
late 90s.
Let me finish. I'm the host.
For that show, I loved that show. I mean,
back in the days of rentals, my dad and I would watch rent bad movies or movies that we thought were going to be bad, and Merlin was one of those ones because we were like, it as far as I know, it had a very poor theatrical release, and we ended up loving that fucking movie. And I remember watching it with my dad and being like, wow, this is actually really good. And he's like, well, maybe Merlin's okay, but everyone else kind of sucks.
Maybe not really good. Yeah.
But yeah, he was excellent.
Oh my God, Sam Neill was Odin.
Yeah, but if you haven't seen Hunt for the Wilder People, that is such a good movie.
Oh, that's right. He was one of the Odin players in Asgard.
Yeah, he did the cameos in 2 Marvel movies, both playing an actor playing Odin.
Like Matt Damon playing the actor.
That was pretty regular.
One of my favorite movies that, even though it's not necessarily really a great adaptation, Bicentennial Man.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that.
Yes.
Put a little boogie in it.
Yes.
That's right. Duh.
I've been a fan of Asimov I've been a fan of Asimov as long as I can remember. I read the Bicentennial Man several times before the movie came out, and I still love the movie.
It was well, it wasn't a full book. It was in a collection that I have of his.
Oh, you read the short story? Yeah, they expanded into an entire novel later on.
Yeah, but that wasn't necessarily a great adaptation, but it was a great movie. Robin Williams knocked it out of the fucking park, but Sam Neill's character was important for that story.
Yeah, he taught the android.
In what? Oh yeah.
He taught the android how to be human, basically.
And seeing Sam Neill playing the straight man to Robin Williams's jovial off the wall acting, go look on YouTube some of those outtakes, because trying to watch Sam Neill not laugh his head off is probably some of the funniest things you'll see.
Dude, Robin Williams revitalized television and movies. I mean, when he was doing was it Mark and Mindy, they had to stand at two cameras, and the director goes, "Did you get Robin?" He's like, "No." "Did you get Robin?" "No." So they had 3 cameras, and one had to go on at all times because that dude would go off script. He would go everywhere. His blocking would be off the handle. Yeah. If you can work with Robin Williams, you are a great actor. That's what Sam was.
How about Memoirs of an Invisible Man back in 1992?
Was he in that?
You guys have never even heard of it.
No, I've heard of it, but I was not a fan of the movie, mostly because Chevy Chase is kind of a dick.
Yeah, he is. Kinda. He is a dick.
I don't really like what's her name? the fish woman, the
Daryl
one
Hannah?
who does, yeah, her. I don't like her that much either.
So I'll be honest, I don't even remember his character in that movie, and I have probably not seen that movie since I saw it on, TV. Not even on DVD or VHS. I saw it on a TV release.
What movie?
Memoirs of an Invisible Man.
Oh,
I don't even think I did see that.
David Jenkins, 1992.
Yeah, I don't remember him being in the movie. I couldn't, that movie was just so forgettable and so dumb, and maybe he was good in it, but I can't give an honest opinion about it. His acting in it.
Was he possibly invisible in it, and that's why you
No.
don't remember him?
I love that.
Now, another one that I'll say that I enjoyed this movie when it came out. It was another one of those ones I watched with my dad. Snow White: A Tale of Terror.
Oh my God, yes.
Where he plays Snow White's dad. And again, he was like a great father in that story, and he's nurturing and helpful. And then, of course, he's still led by his dick because plot demands it. It's and again, if you're going to be led by your dick, Sigourney Weaver is a good choice.
Very true.
Jamie Lee Curtis in True Lies.
You know what? Jamie Lee Curtis now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little older than you guys, mostly.
Jamie Lee Curtis always.
Thank you.
What else?
Hunt for Red October.
I was going to bring that one up because I know Darren occasionally likes to lurk in the background on my stuff. Considering that's a submarine movie, and remember, Darren, submarines are fake. I still love. And again,
wait, time out. Are you just saying that when they close the hatch on us, that after that everything's a simulation?
It's like a movie.
No. I once used his flat earther arguments against him on someone else's live stream, basically getting him to confirm that submarines are about as real or about as fake as the Earth is flat, because there's just as much evidence that submarines are fake as the Earth is flat, and I got him to admit that. So,
yes,
that's a joke. But again, this is another one of those movies I watched with my dad. So many of his films I watched with my dad because we'd go rent movies every week. And yeah, Hunt for Red October was one of them. I know he's not a main character, but I don't want to go into
fairly main character.
I don't know. He talks to Sean Connery a lot. I'd say he's a pretty important secondary character.
Well,
he's like the second in charge on this. He's like the chief officer.
He was a captain.
Okay. What I mean? Well, okay. I take back what I said, but I will say that the accent he uses is still not Russian.
Oh, yeah.
But then Sean Connery's was still just Sean Connery, wasn't it?
Yeah. It's like everyone just chose to use their own accents, and you'd be surprised how many Irish and Scottish people were employed by the Russian Navy.
True enough.
Sorry. Yeah, look at look at Raul Julia, Puerto Rican playing a Russian. Come on.
Well, you know what though? I mean, it's like no more weird than actually having people speak English in a Russian accent. Like, why would you even bother? Just
well, yeah. And in the case of Red October, it wasn't a matter of having a Russian accent. It was the story. The accent.
It was the star power. It was the names. All.
Yeah. They definitely hired over acting over nationality or
talent.
Acceptability.
Yeah, because I mean, again, it doesn't make any more sense for people to be speaking in like a Russian accent but speaking English. Like, you don't have to pretend that everybody has like a translator, and that's what you're hearing. Is the
Well, now
they did a great job in that movie.
Nowadays,
they did a great job.
Sorry, go ahead, Chris.
I was just saying they did a great job in that movie of the changeovers from Russian to English, where they did the zoom in on the Bible and him reading the Bible verse and then finishing the Bible verse in English.
Mm-hmm.
We've lost the art in film of those types of transitions to express why we're doing something. Because they zoom in on the Bible and he's speaking in a poor Russian, but Russian.
And Russian anyway.
Yeah, but anyways, he's doing that, and then when it comes out, he's speaking in English. This is a lost art form in movies. Is that we're doing this specifically for a reason, and this is the reason that's very obvious, and it's just I don't know. A lot of things have gone downhill in movie making, but I love that scene where they do that particular thing.
I was going to say, nowadays, Hollywood relies on language coaches, language translators. For instance, Tom Holland, he's publicly admitted when he first got the script, without saying his accent, he had a hard time saying the word Spider-Man without his accent. It was drilled into him like several months to get the word Spider-Man in an American accent, because he had the hardest time doing that simple word. His character, who he was playing, he didn't say the name correctly. He had to go to a language coach and do this over and over again.
Have to say who he is very often? Can they just edit it out that he calls himself Spider-Man? He doesn't have to call himself Spider-Man. Everyone else can.
Spider-Man. It was the way he pronounced it. His language coach was getting very frustrated. He said he wanted to hit him, but there was a little joke there. He was concentrating several times a day to say the word Spider-Man. Everything else was fine. He could say hot dog, microwave, but Spider-Man was the hardest thing for him to actually do.
Yeah, apparently certain accents are really hard using the R in Spider-Man.
Yeah. So imagine we get a British Spider-Man.
As a kind of a joke, I have on my computer the first two episodes of the Japanese Spider-Man show.
Oh my god!
But I literally have it spelled on my hard drive as Supaida-Man, just because that's how it's pronounced in the show so much.
Dude, I have the Hindu Superman, Supa-Man, where he prays to the Hindu god for powers. I have that.
Yeah, I keep coming across weird alternative Spider-Mans. Very good.
Well, the Filipino one, yeah, that's not legit and legal. So,
all right. So, going back to Sam Neill, who here has actually watched Sleeping Dogs?
Holy shit, that's an old movie. That's like 1978, 79, something like that.
77.
Yeah,
okay, thank you. I knew it was old. I'm like, shit.
Now,
no, I don't think I have.
It's considered one of the best New Zealand films ever made. Granted, I don't necessarily think it would be. It's kind of like a certain political group's wet dream. Considering it's literally about leftist terrorists trying to take over an area.
Okay.
But again, this is one of those movies I watched with my dad, and while I may not agree with some of the politics of the film, it's still a fantastic fucking film. And if you want to understand why Sam Neill became the type of actor he was, you need to go back and watch that film. He basically plays New Zealand Rambo in a way.
That would be cool. I may go watch that if it is. You think it's on YouTube?
I don't know where it's streaming. I didn't look that part up.
Is it Let Sleeping Dogs Lie?
Sorry?
Is it called Let Sleeping Dogs Lie?
No, it's just called Sleeping Dogs.
Okay, Sleeping Dogs. Here, I'll look it up for you. Let's see. Well, they got lots of the trail. It looks like you can rent it. You can rent it on YouTube. I'll see where if there's anywhere else. Maybe it's on Netflix. Sometimes Netflix has these like movies you don't expect.
Try Pluto TV. Try Pluto TV.
Another one I want to bring up, just because again, so many of these Sam Neill movies are ones I watched with my dad, my mom, and this is certainly one my very religious mother would not have approved of me watching, but starred Sam Neill essentially as the Antichrist. The Omen 3, The Final Conflict, where Damien is now an adult, and Sam Neill plays the adult Damien.
I've never watched any of the Omen movies.
Yeah, I'm not into horror movies, dude. So no, doesn't ring a bell. I didn't know they made an Omen 2 or 3.
Dude, there's like 10 Omen movies.
Oh.
If you include reboots and television reboots.
I only know there's more than one Leprechaun movie because there's one called Leprechaun in the Hood.
There's two Leprechaun in the Hood movies.
Leprechaun 2.
Oh.
There's only one good Leprechaun movie.
No, there's Leprechaun 1, 2, 3, 4, which is takes place in rural America, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, and in space. Then you have there's Leprechaun in the Hood. Then there's Leprechaun Back to the Hood. So 2. So it's back number 2, the Hood. So yeah, there's actually more than one in the Hood movie for the Leprechaun.
Apparently, they remade that Sleeping Dogs movie a couple of years ago with Russell Crowe. So you might be able to find the new one, but not the old one. I don't know. I'm kind of looking for it. It looks like you can find it on YouTube, but that's.
Didn't he win an Oscar for The Piano? Or nominated?
I don't think he won an. He may have been.
I know Anna Paquin won an Oscar, but did he get nominated for one?
Let's see. I'm going through his awards, nominations, and wins, and I don't see any Oscars.
Well, he was in The Piano.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was for The Piano. He was nominated for an AFI award, but he didn't win.
Yeah, I don't know. I can find the trailer for that Sleeping Dogs, but I can't seem to find the movie available anywhere. So I don't know. We'll have to. You might be able to find it if you've got one of those VPNs and you can check Netflix in different countries or something. I bet you the New Zealand Netflix has it.
You think?
I could probably.
There's only one movie that came out in 1977 that I know.
Yeah.
I don't need to be getting to find movies.
I don't think we were getting very many movies out of New Zealand in 1977.
Probably not.
There were only so many like movies that the U.S. always exported movies everywhere, but you didn't get a lot of like movies from other countries until like I don't know, it was into the 80s and 90s.
Where the heck? I'm trying to find something because I wanted to check something, but
anyway, guys, I'm gonna head out because I need to go and do a lot of things before Chris's stream today, and I gotta go and walk and stuff. So I don't want to do that before the sun gets up any higher. So I will catch you all later. If my proofing looks good, then I'll bake and we can have bread porn on Chris's stream for a minute or two. You guys are so silly. All right, guys, I'll catch you all later. Okay.
Have a great day.
Okay, bye, guys.
Jumping off here soon too. I got things I gotta get done.
I'm just trying to look up how many Omen films there were, and every time I try to look it up, something else is ruining the search. Okay, so you said you didn't even know there was a 2, Elihu. There's The Omen, The Omen 2, The Omen 3, Final Conflict, The Omen 4, The Awakening, the remake, The Omen in 2006, and then a prequel called The First Omen that was actually released only 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's 6.
Okay.
That's a popular story tale.
Oh, and of course there was also the Omen television series in 1995 and the Damien television series in 2016.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
So, and actually I do believe I watched a little bit of Damien. I don't think I watched beyond like the 4th episode, but I did watch parts of it. Let's see, going back to Sam Neill, let's see, what else did he do that I know that I watched? Okay, he says he was in Escape Plan, but I honestly don't remember his role, to be honest. That was the Sylvester Stallone, Arnold
Yeah, I was
Schwarzenegger
gonna
movie.
say the Sylvester Stallone movie. I don't recall him being in it. He may have been like like a warden.
All right, guys. Really quick. I'm going to drop out.
All right.
I'll get everything
Of
ready.
high
I'll talk
school?
to you guys later on tonight. No. Take it easy, everybody.
Later, man. Yeah, apparently Sam Neill played the doctor in that movie, so that's why I don't remember him. I don't think the doctor was a major role.
No, it's just a character part.
Let's see.
There are no small roles, just small actors.
And let's face it, no matter what role he was in, he probably did a fantastic job.
Undoubted.
Then the last thing I'll talk about is there is a movie that is coming out next year that Sam Neill was in that I guarantee you I'm going to watch regardless of whether he was in it or not. But now I'm going to be looking for his role in it. Godzilla and Kong Supernova, the next film in the Monsterverse.
Yeah, I heard about that. I haven't seen a trailer yet.
I haven't seen a trailer either. I have no, you know me. I try when it comes to major franchises, I try to avoid trailers because Godzilla, I'm gonna fucking watch it because it's Godzilla, regardless. So, I will look forward to seeing that movie with him, and I will obviously his films because of how many I watched with my dad growing up. Major impact on me, especially Jurassic Park and Event Horizon. I mean, his role in Jurassic Park is one of the reasons why, when I was growing up, I said I wanted to be a paleontologist. Then I learned how much they make, and I'm like, screw that. I'm going into a different. But also, Dr. Alan Grant, if you don't know anything, his character by Michael Crichton was loosely based on Robert Bacher, who is, I don't know how many of you could actually name a paleontologist by name, but Robert Bacher is one of my all-time favorite paleontologists. I've read a lot of the work he's done, both fiction and nonfiction, and the fact that Alan Grant is loosely based off of him, that they even make a joke about it in the first Jurassic Park film, because if you remember Tim, when he's talking to Dr. Alan Grant after they leave the cars to go see the Triceratops, Tim is talking about, well, I read your book, but I also read this book by Bacher, and his book was like much thicker than yours. Because Bacher would go into extreme detail about comparing the anatomy of an animal to possible behavior based on modern day animals that shared similar anatomy. And if you don't know, like, Robert Bacher was one of the foremost experts on the Velociraptor and other similar dinosaurs. So, yeah, and even what's even funnier is he was a consultant for the first Jurassic Park movie, but he was not a consultant on Jurassic Park 2. And the consultant they did use on Jurassic Park 2 was not a Robert Bacher fan at all. So if you remember the dinosaur expert in the film that gets eaten by the T-Rex under the waterfall because of a snake, that character was basically a parody of Robert Bacher. So, yeah, okay. Well, anything else you guys want to say about Sam before we go, or before we change to the next subject?
Rest in peace.
Yeah, rest
Absolutely.
in peace. That's basically it. Yeah, great character actor. Great character actor.
All right. So for the next thing, I went ahead and watched the Odyssey yesterday. Now, I only watched it because every one of my social media feeds was just inundated with people both praising this film and complaining about this film. And I'll be honest, I didn't really have necessarily the biggest need to watch it to begin with. I'm not in my, Greek mythology phase anymore. That was, high school. I don't, so yeah, I probably would not have even watched this film unless without all the coverage the haters mostly got spread on it. And you said you watched it, Elihu. What did you think of the movie first?
I thought it was okay. There should have. Okay, I do have a couple things to say about the movie.
Praise.
If you have not read Homer, there's some scenes that do not make sense of what is going on in the movie itself. The Cyclops scene, holy fucking shit, Nolan! That horror was excellent, but a little dark and could have been expanded more to explain it.
But Zendaya's
character was not needed whatsoever. He couldn't imagine anybody else.
Yeah.
Tom Holland was fucking brilliant. I'm like, holy shit, this guy can really act. He's not just no one-off Spider-Man video game character guy. This guy can actually fucking act. Tom Holland deserves an Oscar nomination for this. He is good in this. Matt Damon, dude, he was being Matt Damon-ish. It was basically the same as Matt Damon. Yeah, he was being Matt Damon-ish. But the best actor, Robert Pattinson's character was good, but his facial expressions reminded me too much of him playing in the Twilight series with his facial expressions. No. The best actor was Tom Holland in this movie, by hands down. That's my personal opinion about this movie.
All right. And I'm going to say this.
Oh, and Ellen Page's scene in Hades was fucking fire. The way he delivered those lines, holy shit.
All right. My official opinion on the movie was the stuff people are complaining about was not worth complaining about.
I have
a black Helen of Troy, I didn't care. She wasn't important to the story. She, if this was the Iliad, maybe it would have been more important, but she's in like one major scene and
she has about 3.5 minutes of screen time.
I mean, it was nothing.
Was the cinematography as brown as it looked in the trailers? Like the whole movie, did it look like that? Really?
Yeah, there was very little color, but that's kind of a Christopher Nolan staple at this point. The actual, the visual shots are fucking amazing. I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm.
But the whole movie is just meh. And I lay it down to Matt Damon. Matt Damon just did not do a good job, in my opinion. He was not the Odysseus I recognize from the books, or from the story itself. Odysseus in the storyline is a cocky son of a bitch who defies the gods on multiple occasions. This guy was Athena's bitch. And he didn't and he wasn't arrogant. He was literally the voice of reason most of the time. Like, that's not fucking Odysseus.
I think that's more the storytelling, and I think that's more the storytelling than it is anything else. I wouldn't lay that at Matt Damon's feet. He is capable of being arrogant and an asshole.
Yeah, I know. But he wasn't in this role. And whether it was the direction of Christopher Nolan or his acting choices to begin with, I don't want it. To me, I wasn't watching Odysseus. I was watching emo Odysseus.
A simp, basically, yeah.
At one point, he literally was he shows emotion when a couple of his crew members dies. He turns away from his crew and he starts to have these tears in his eyes, and you look like, oh, he's actually going to mourn the loss of these people. And then he just goes he turns around and says, "Oh, let's go." And I'm like, what the fuck? What happened to you were about to show emotion. What the fuck happened? But instead of the entire time, he was a fucking robot. Going back to Bicentennial Man, because we talked about it, previous segment, Robin Williams' robot was more emotive than fucking Matt Damon's Odysseus.
Yeah, to be honest with you, that probably was the point.
But it's not Odysseus from the book. And if you're going to do a reinterpretation, I don't know. Because they keep praising him for being the strategist who, won the Trojan War. And I'm like,
the feminine male.
But then why not show his strategy for the rest of the fucking story?
Because he feels bad about it. Don't you understand?
I know.
He feels.
I get PTSD as a thing, but this was a Greek adventure story, not a Greek tragedy.
No, PTSD doesn't set in until the end of your trip. No, what he was supposed to be feeling while he was going is like, protect my men, get my men home, get myself home. That's what he was feeling as a man during the trip. But this version of him has him feeling like a woman. Feel like a woman.
Well, I don't mind Odysseus showing emotion. That was part of the problem, is he didn't show emotion. At one point, in the story, in the actual Odyssey story, Odysseus stays with Circe the second time he visits the island, and he basically, stays because he's in love with her for a while, and they're fucking and they're doing stuff. But he still says, eventually I'm going to have to head home, even though you're great in bed and all. But in this movie, they have it so she's drugging him, that he doesn't remember anything, and it's like, even then, he's like, the whole thing is, he doesn't really want to go home. That's the catch, is he's for some reason just doesn't really want to go back to his wife.
Yeah, in the movie, he feels that he's failed the gods and he's failed in life, and he's trying to get retribution. That's why he's stuck on the island and he's not ready to go home yet. Yeah.
But Odysseus in the books flouted the gods over and over again.
I know.
Now, I have heard that in the movie, the portion with the Cyclops, Odysseus doesn't do his little quip,
Nope, he doesn't.
Nobody.
No.
That's why I said, if you didn't read the book, you don't understand what's going on in the movie. The Cyclops scene should have been expanded. Like, why did he blind him when he ran out of the cave? There's no explanation of why he did that. Why he did that? Because he wanted to prove that that's what he said. I beat you. I beat the Cyclops. Yeah. That was never explained in the movie why he did that.
It was to show his
Nobody
arrogance.
beat the Cyclops.
Yeah.
But in this storyline, it was more of, he killed one of our guys, and it seems to be a monster, so we're just gonna kill it. Oh well.
Yeah, instead of the whole real storyline.
Yeah, they didn't explain the sheep part. The sheep part was blinded. All of a sudden, he's blinded and he's going down. He's laying down. So the sheep's like, "What's going on here?" If you didn't read the book, you don't understand why this happened. Why he was pulling the sheep's skin when it was going over out the cave. They just grinded over the whole thing.
Now, I will say this: The CGI used, or if it was practical, even better. The look of this Cyclops was fucking terrifying.
It was a practical effect. It was about 20 feet tall.
Yeah. So, if it was practical effects, and I said, I don't know, I'll believe you, Elihu, but God, it was friggin', awesome. I mean, this is probably the scariest Cyclops I'd ever seen on film.
Let me show you a picture of the actual Cyclops behind the scene. Hang on, where is it?
Wait for it.
Where'd it go? Come on, I thought I liked that post. Come on, shit. Go to Odyssey. Hang on.
Well, since we're waiting, I'm doing a insomniac soup with Bill tonight. I decided I could do it once a week.
Chris has his stream starting at 5 my time.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be about 10 o'clock Mountain Time, which is same as California time. So, depending on how long Chris's stream goes, I'll start after that.
Usually, it's done by 8 or 8:30.
Yeah. So it won't be. It's called Insomniac Soup for a reason. Starts late, ends late.
Well, shoot me a link, and I'll either join the stream or I'll join it in the panel.
This is interesting. This is interesting. I'm on X, and I hit Explore, and I typed in word Odyssey, and I hit Media. I'm scrolling down, and I see Chris's icon. I'm like, what the fuck? It's a post on May 31st. Talk about, please go and support us and follow us, and please retweet and like, share at odyssey.com. I'm like, TRR3K. I'm like, okay, Chris popped up on the Odyssey feed. Nice.
Now, as I said, overall, the movie is not bad, but it's also not great in my opinion. It's just meh. Like,
I know people are going to go watch it 2 or 3 times to figure out how meh it is. That's one of the problems. Is if we don't stop defunding, if we don't start defunding these movies, they're just going to keep making them.
Yeah, it is meh.
Like,
it was
defunding
okay.
These movies. Are you talking about meh movies in general, or are you talking about,
I don't
because a lot of people are complaining about how woke this movie
mean,
is. I'm like, this movie is not woke, other than a couple of casting choices are, aside, it's not a woke movie by any stretch of the imagination.
I just mean meh movies. Like, why? Why would I drive 30 miles and pay like $12 for a ticket and buy all the snacks and stuff? And then if, God forbid, I have a date, for God's sake, I have to pay for her too. No, I don't want to go to the movie theater for a meh movie. And I haven't really seen a lot of really good movies lately.
Well, if you're going to see the Odyssey,
see the movie at all if it wasn't for all the people complaining about, the 3 main casting choices that they were complaining about so much. And even then, people were like, well, if I'm going to watch a movie, I'm going to go back to Troy. And I'm like, you guys don't remember complaining about that movie too?
Oh, that movie
How
was
quickly
terrible.
your tune changed when, and people are like, well, they didn't hire any Greek actors. I'm like, yeah, they also didn't hire any Greek actors for Troy. They didn't hire any Greek actors for the 1957 Odyssey movie that you're praising so much either. So that is the non-issue, but you're complaining about shit that does not matter.
Right.
And if you hadn't complained about it, I wouldn't have given the money.
Considering Helen Troy has 15 seconds of screen time? 15 seconds?
About 3.5 minutes total screen time.
3.5 minutes. Okay.
Yeah.
Total screen time. But that doesn't matter. There was a black woman who played Helena Troy.
Played Helena Troy.
Exactly. It doesn't matter about the race swap. It matters about the story. Why would I go and pay money for a story that I've seen multiple times and there's nothing new added to it other than fucking Odysseus?
Now hold on. A lot of people I saw were like, well, maybe they should just cast a white guy to play Black Panther. And I'm like, yeah, Black Panther's a fictional person, but being black and from Africa are major parts of who that character is. Kind of like how Steve Rogers is also a fictional person. But if they cast a black person to play Steve Rogers, I would also complain because being a white guy from the Bronx is part of his character. Hell, if they decided to make Steve Rogers not from the Bronx, I would complain.
yeah, right.
Sorry,
And
Brooklyn.
I've never had a problem. I've never had a problem with any of those Black Panther, either one of those Black Panther movies, because they are African centric specifically.
Yeah,
it's not my thing. So go ahead. I don't care.
Like casting Zendaya as Athena, okay, yeah, that was probably just because they're banking on her popularity, plus the fact that she's married to Tom Holland. Which, by the way, I didn't know they were actually married until Mrs. Vile told me that.
Yeah, they got married secretly.
So, but like I don't care. The whole aspect of Athena was wasted in the movie to begin with.
Well, they depowered all the gods, didn't they? Like the gods had very little to do with the story. Like Poseidon was angry at Odysseus for screwing his son over or anything like that. There was no Poseidon. It was just Odysseus didn't want to go home. Wham, wham, wham.
Yeah, as I said, it was just a meh movie. It's not one that I would probably buy. And I think that the controversy of people complaining is what's going to drive the sale, you know, the budget or the people watching it, because that's the only reason I watched it.
The Odyssey slaying with $120 million U.S. opening. $120 million U.S. opening for the Odyssey this weekend.
And I will say this, Elihu, you didn't respond to my text, which is why I had to watch it the way I did.
You didn't send me a text.
I sent you a text.
Okay, I'm looking at my phone right now. Text messages. Nope, I don't see you on here.
Fuck, I don't know. I sent you a message and you never responded, so yeah.
Let's see. The last message I got from you was June 26th about the play.
Nope.
Sorry, about Minions and Monsters. When I asked about Minions and Monsters,
I bet you $5 my phone sent it to the wrong phone number.
Probably because I didn't.
And whoever got it looked at it and said, "What the hell are you talking about?" I'm not even gonna bother. I'm not even gonna bother.
But yeah.
Yeah, I saw it Wednesday night, man.
Now, one thing, okay, Caddy is a huge fan of the Odyssey musical, to the point where she's been trying to get me to watch it for a while.
I didn't even know they made a musical.
I might go back and watch it now, even though she's been trying to get me to watch it for years, just because I want to compare it to this movie, because as far as I can tell from the songs she sang to me multiple times, that Odysseus is the cocky son of a bitch that should have been in this movie. So maybe next week I'll watch it. Also, Elihu, screw you for keep telling me to watch X-Men 97, because I started watching the season 2 and I realized it ain't fully out yet, you bastard.
Yeah, I know it's not fully out yet.
You've been complaining to me for weeks to watch the damn thing, and then I realized when you started telling me to watch it, it was only like one episode had been out.
Yeah, I get through like 3 or 4 episodes, and I'm like, oh, the story hasn't ended yet. That means I'll have to wait a week for the next damn thing. Oh, damn it!
Hey, I haven't even got a chance to finish watching My Adventures with Superman yet. It dropped last night at midnight, so I didn't get a chance to watch it yet.
Well, any other opinions we have on the Odyssey movie that you guys want to talk about specifically? Because I got nothing else.
No.
Yeah, these are the subjects I have,
No,
and I got to go
nothing
to work.
specifically.
So I was going to end
I need to correct myself. It was a 60-foot puppet, the Cyclops, and they actually shot it on scene in the cave in Greece.
Damn. Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
More severe with his realistic.
He utilized a 60-foot practical mechanical puppet.
You know, that is impressive by itself, and I will give the movie props for that.
Yeah.
And to go back a little bit, the first time he appears, Elliot Page in the movie, I don't know how good the acting necessarily was, but you're right. When they show up as a shade later on in the film, God, that acting was impressive.
Yeah, like that was fire.
Elliot Page has always been a good actor.
Yeah,
but
that scene in Hades, holy shit!
If you had told me that was fucking Juno from, at the same time, I've been like, no, that isn't. That does not look. That doesn't look or sound like it, and definitely doesn't have that anger. That was emotional acting. That's what Matt Damon should have had.
She's much happier as a man. There's no doubt about that.
I think I found the image of the puppet. Hang on a second. Damn, this is slow loading. What the fuck?
What are you in the 90s?
Oh, violated copyright? What the hell? Come on. I can't show you the image. Sorry, I can't post the image. I can't find it anymore. Damn it! But you see them standing. Nolan's goes up to like the ankle of the Cyclops. That's all the fucker is.
That is a tall puppet.
Yeah.
Well, it's a shame it was in such a small part of the movie, and they didn't go further into it.
Really should have. I mean, they brought up this whole Greek law thing, or what is it?
Zeus's law, multiple times.
Zeus's law. Yeah. It's like, what are you talking about? Zeus's law didn't have anything to do with any of this.
And he allegedly hired about 3 or 4 7-foot actors to play the giant soldiers and CGI the rest of them with the movements. This is allegedly. I'm not just reading some of the stuff right now.
Yeah, that was another thing. I didn't understand the giant soldiers. But it's been a while since I've actually read the Odyssey, but I don't remember that part. And then when they're talking about Helios's cattle herd, in the story, those were giant cattle, and they were all gold in color.
Uh-huh. Yep.
These were just normal cows.
Moo.
I mean, if no one told you that those were freaking, I mean, granted, he was told multiple times that they were Helios's cattle, but if no one had said anything, you'd just be like, oh, this is some cattle. Nothing special.
Yeah. Moo, la vaca. Moo, la vaca.
And then, maybe you can explain this to me. Why did Cersei change actresses between the 2 times she's on screen?
I do not know.
Because, the first time she's played by one chick and then one woman, and then the second time she's played by Charlize Theron. I'm like, what the fuck?
To show her aging, maybe?
It was only like a year later. It's like, so she went from being a short, brown-haired woman to a tall, thin, blonde?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, I don't understand that part. Cersei.
Yeah. some of the choices, as I said, the worst thing I can say about the movie is it was just meh. There are some good aspects. There's some bad aspects. The bad aspects that, in my opinion, have nothing to do with the stuff that most people are complaining about.
I'll be watching Little Platoon's review here in a few hours.
Well, Twitter decided to show me Doomcock's tweet about it, and I'm just like, yeah, this is really the worst thing that's ever. The way he's describing it, like this is the worst movie ever made. Period. End of story. It's destroying media as we know it. It's so bad it's making other films worse. And I'm just like,
dude,
no.
You need to reply with these exact words. Obviously, you never seen Madam Web. That's what you need to reply with those exact words.
Well, Madam Web was bad. God. I when it came to
reply with that. Reply with that and see what he does.
No, I have no interest in responding to Doomcock.
South America to look for spiders. My pregnant mother went down to South Africa or South America to look for spiders. And then I was born.
And again, the casting choices in Madam Web were not necessarily bad, but the writing and the plot is what was bad.
Yeah, what's the pitch of the movie? Spider-Man's aunt's co-worker, uncle's co-worker. That's who we're gonna talk about. Yeah, that's it. And we're not gonna name Peter by name.
And what they did to my girl Maddie Franklin, I'm so disappointed in that. Man. I've said multiple times, my favorite non-Peter Parker Spider-Man is Maddie Franklin. And what they did to her is just a travesty.
She's supposed to be a fucking nerd.
Oh.
Girl power.
Oh, speaking of nerds, I want to say happy birthday to Sir Dr. Brian May today. He's 79.
God. I'm not going to go too much into it, but I remember reading a paper just last year that was published. And, I don't normally go through, who's in the paper. I'll just read, bits and pieces. But one of the things said along the lines of Dr. May said blah, blah, or did blah, blah, blah part. And I'm like, Dr. May? What the fuck are they talking about? So I go to the citations are the authors, and I'm like, holy shit, it's the guy from Queen.
Yeah, he's an astrophysicist, dude. He helped on New Horizons.
It's amazing that he's still publishing.
Yeah, he writes papers all the time.
I know, but I was amazed. I just randomly pick a paper to read, and he's one of the fucking authors, and I'm like, God, holy shit. I literally put to finish reading that paper. I literally put on the soundtrack to Flash Gordon.
Dude, you need to listen to New Horizons.
Why?
Oh, that's one of his best latest recordings. When New Horizons launched, he helped on the project itself. He wrote a song, the lyrics and the music. He debuted it live before New Horizons passed Pluto. He's a nice guy. I played it on my show. He gave me permission to play it on the show because otherwise I would have got a copyright strike, which I did, and I had to reply and say, if I can make it information himself, here's the letter, here's the email copy, yeah. Guy's nice. He's a totally nice guy. As long as you're totally science and Queen stuff, yeah, he'll chat with you.
I will say this, his resume and talent in so many areas really makes it like me feel bad about myself, essentially, because it's like he has so much fucking talent in so many areas, and I'm just like me. It ain't fair.
Have you ever done anything that you have had self pride in your past, like build a shed or rebuild.
Not recently.
Yeah, I rolled a joint without a hump.
No, you rolled a joint without a hump. There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking
even this
about.
weekend,
Take
before
pride
I
in the
decided to
little
work
things.
today, I called both the bio kids to see if they wanted to hang out and do some stuff today, and they were like, "No, I'd rather do absolutely nothing than hang out with you, Dad." And I'm just like, "Yeah, that makes me so."
Oh, my 20 somethings all say that every single time. Yes.
Yeah. Only the 11-year-old was like, "I'll hang out with you just to get away from my sisters." Not because I love you or I enjoy spending time with you. I just really hate my sisters right now.
That's how I feel about my sisters. I don't want to hang out with my family.
On that note of digging on my kids, I'm going to end the stream so I can get ready for work because I got to head back home and change.
Okay, I just want to let you guys know, as a reminder, Lego's Avengers Doomsday set will be revealed in exactly 1 week. There's going to be 5 sets total.
Okay.
Oh, we still have to figure out which one of us is going to be the evil, what is it, Marvel and DC character, right? Like, I'm bald and have a beautiful goatee, so I should be.
Who?
He wants to be Lex Luthor, and I said I was Lex Luthor because it makes more sense because I'm a businessman and I got a degree in organic chemistry, so I'm more of a mad scientist than he is.
Then who should I turn Mr. CCTV into?
AVP suggested Professor Egghead from Batman 66.
Oh God!
No.
And I suggested Kingpin, but then CCTV is like, "Well, you're fatter than me, so you should be Kingpin."
Yeah, that's right. That's exactly right. I should be Luthor, and you should be Kingpin. That was easy.
Mike can do his own avatar. I know that. So I'm trying to think of what I can do for you, dude. Yeah.
Actually,
how about you be Alexander Luthor and I be Luthor?
I want to be Brainiac. Are you able to turn my face into Brainiac in any way?
Yeah. You could easily be Brainiac. I mean, come on.
Let me try. Your damn image won't load. Damn it! Hang on a second. How do I get your image here?
Oh, no.
It won't load. Your image won't load. Damn it!
Great. Even my face doesn't like him.
Well,
hang on. Do you have any images on your profile?
You decide because let's face it. If I was going to be Luthor, I wouldn't even have to change my avatar.
Got it.
Because let's see. Let me do this. I could just literally go to my pre-show politics avatar.
Okay, and just
now. Okay. The proper villain's name is Egghead, right? That's his proper villain name, right?
I believe so. It's either Professor Egghead or just Egghead.
From Batman, what year?
66.
Yeah. Played by Vincent Price in a bald cap.
Yeah, I know. I know who played him.
I love the campy one. I do. I really do. I'm perfectly okay with that. If it's easier for you.
Now, if we were doing just Batman 66 characters, I would probably choose Eggman or Dr. Freeze or whatever they called him back in
Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, Mr. Freeze.
They call me Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Fries. Let's see. $1966. Gotcha. 1 moment.
All right. Yeah, and how about this? Since we both are arguing over Lex Luthor, how about neither one of us be Lex Luthor and we try to choose somebody else?
That sounds good. I've already got mine. I'm Egghead. That was easy. or Brainiac.
I'm seeing if I can make it Egghead real fast. Okay. I'm trying to go around copyright infringement because these things won't do copyright stuff. So I got to reword it
Yeah.
just right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got you. I understand. I got to go make fixes and gravy because I'm hungry.
I'm gonna make
All
some
right.
French toast in a little bit.
I'm gonna go ahead and
What
end the
the
stream.
hell?
You guys chat about this later.
All right,
So
guys. I'll see you
later, folks.
Later, guys. Later, weirdos.